4 cents per share. The street was expecting 61 cents on revenue of $9.1 billion, up 3%, and the street was expecting $9.02 billion. One thing I want to tell you from the press release, they're saying that cloud software subscriptions revenues were up 17% to $2.4 billion, and that's one of the things that investors are really paying attention to as Oracle goes into that space. David?
That is one of the things they are pushing most heavily into right now. Adam Shapiro, thank you very much. Let's get reaction immediately from Larry Shover. He's in the pits of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Larry, what do you think of these Oracle numbers?
Well, I'm not surprised. I think management has done a really good job at managing expectations over the past couple of weeks. I mean, no doubt, they're the leader in enterprise application. They have pockets of great database business, and their sales application is basically very, very good. The big risk to the market right now, and to Oracle specifically, was the foreign currency exposure that they had. People were worried that, the euro had rallied 4% since the last guidance period. So with that in mind, people were very, very modest with their expectations. So this is great news.
That's an excellent point, Larry, because a lot of people just think, oh, Oracle's a U.S. company, but excellent.
Yeah.
A lot of companies have seen themselves get swamped because they didn't hedge their foreign currency risk. McDonald's in the past has been bitten by this. There are a lot of other companies. But let me just challenge you a bit. You were saying they're the real leader. SAP is out there scratching away big time, and their stock has hit highs consistently. And then you've got Salesforce.com, CRM, which right now I'm looking at that. It almost appears to get a nice boost from the halo effect of Oracle right now.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up because they are on their heels. And that's why I think Oracle deserves to be maybe a $39 or $40 stock a year from now. If it wasn't for SAP or Salesforce, it would be much higher than that. Right now, their immediate competition to me is Microsoft and IBM. That's actually a good thing for Oracle because Oracle is so much better than they are in specifically what they do. But that's a great point. Well said.
Larry, it's not a bad time to pull back a little bit more. Look what happened to the market today because it was a nice, significant rally. Whenever you have triple-digit gains on the Dow, even though it was off its highs, it's a good day. Is the market sensing that there is a deal being worked out inside the Beltway and that we may be off to the races come 2013?
Yeah, David, I think the ping-pong match is over, and I think whatever that compromise ends up being, it's going to be a 1% drag to GDP, and I think that's what the market's implying, and we're just making up for lost time. I mean, keep in mind, back in September, we were willing to pay 14 times multiple for the S&P 500. That would put us to 1,500. So right now, we're less than 2.5% away from the all-time high, or not all-time, year-to-date high. If a deal does get done, like the market's implying, I have no doubt that the market will hit 1475 by the end of the year.
Wow, that's a bullish call there. Wait till you hear what our next guests say, Larry. Stand by and listen in.
Larry is going to stay with us. We're going to check in with him at the close of the S&P futures at about 15 past the hour. S&P futures are closing right now. Let's go back to Larry Shover at the CME Group. Larry, as we ended the trading day, we saw a little drop off. Did that continue into the futures?
It did. Yeah, we see a little bit of drop off in the futures, but keep in mind, front and center is the fiscal cliff. So people are just squaring their positions, going home so they can sleep at night. But traders really are looking at things underneath the seat cushions other than the fiscal cliff. They're looking at, hey, there's no hard landing in China. Europe didn't fall off the map. The U.S. didn't go into recession. We didn't have worldwide food inflation. So, hey, maybe there's a reason to be constructively bullish on this market. So,
but wait, Larry, wasn't 1442 supposed to be that support level?
1442 is a support level. Yeah. Below that, though, 1430. So, yeah, that is a key level, and I think people are squaring up because, hey, we don't know what will happen overnight, but by and large, I'm sorry, the market is priced. There you go. The market is pricing in that something will get accomplished. But, hey, if I was standing in that pit right now, I'd go home flat as well because you never know.
All right. I won't tell those guys about the asteroid that's planned to hit at 12 midnight. But that's a whole nother story. Larry, thank you very much. Good to see you.